What is happening, people? United Central here, back with another video. And I know you're thinking, where is Aaron? But Aaron's got things planned today and things can't always happen, but Nuruddin,
what's going on?
Have you got a bit of an apology? Is that why you got a pen there? You got a bit of an apology?
No pen, I'll smash my glasses. Before you came in, I was like, who's gonna come here with all that Bruno FC? I got a
panic mode.
I'm not.
Bloody hell. Come on, man. I told you he's coming.
Listen.
Bruno FC. I told you, lad, man. This guy is gonna win us the league title.
What did I tell you before? He's not gonna bring his magic wand, mate. He ain't gonna be like, Man United.
Well, I don't know. He could be the pinnacle.
Listen, he's a good player. He's a player we needed, but we don't just need him. I don't want to dance on people's parade. No. I'm not here dancing on people's parade, but I'm just telling you now, our club's got structural problems. One player ain't gonna solve jack. In this transfer, we needed 3 players. 2 midfield and a striker, or somebody who can play out wide as an attacking guy.
Yeah.
That's what we needed. What we got, they made us wait the day before. And only because, your Bruno's here, only because George Mendes felt sorry for the United fans and played a blinder in terms of ringing up one of the Barcelona directors and saying,
that was true?
Listen, you don't have to sign him. You can say, we'll sign him and then send him alone to Valencia. What sort of contract is that? Do you think Bruno Fernandes is going to buy that and go, well, Barcelona have signed you, son.
But
the bad news that you're going to be playing for Valencia. Nah, listen, Man United went there.
So you're saying they panicked?
Listen, are you kidding me? Panic. They went there bowling like they're a big club. We're not that club anymore, man. They went with that energy. We're gonna make Sporting Lisbon need the money. They need money ASAP.
And that's why they had the release calls.
They needed the money, right?
Yeah.
The reason why Man United were like, oh, we know Sporting are desperate. They're very desperate. Some people don't want to take a risk on this guy because he went to Sampdoria and he didn't do so well, so he came back. Do you know? He went back to Portugal.
Yeah.
So,
what kind of qualities is he bringing us though? What kind of qualities?
Let me finish this. This is what happened, right? Before you get giddy, come on here.
Bruno FC, man, I'm happy, man.
Hey, listen, forget about that Bruno FC. George Mendes felt sorry for the United fans.
Yeah.
And thought, you know what, how can I get this through? His agent hasn't got that acumen. George Mendes dealt with Man United before. He's never forgiven us for what we did. But you know what? Big up to George Mendes. At least
he's our super agent, man.
Nah, he's not a super agent.
He should be our CEO.
No, you know what? I take him as a sporting director all day, every day, mate. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I would take, my word, George Mendes. If he is in control of Man United transfer policy or head of recruitment, with working with a sporting director, or him doing it both.
Yeah.
I'll take that, mate. Are you kidding me? He's got everybody's number, mate. He speaks how many languages?
Too many. More than Aaron, probably.
So the reason why you can say Bruno FC is because George Mendes felt sorry for us and thought, how can I get this deal? Obviously, Man United.
So you're not giving anything to Woodward. You're not giving anything to the board.
Are you kidding me? I told you. What have they been doing from summer till now? It's a day before. What was the day today? 30th.
Transfers become complicated. You know, things happen. You know, I'm just trying to play devil advocate here.
You tell that to Atletico Madrid. How many players did they sign in the summer?
But a good 10.
How many did Real Madrid sign?
A lot.
Right. So where do you get this? Transfers become complicated.
Yeah, I know we will.
Who's the only people? What's your favourite word that you use all the time? Dilly dally.
Dilly dally. We did dilly dally.
Are you man? We are Dilly Dally FC, mate.
Yeah.
We have been for 7 years. So I'm here I'm supposed to, as a supporter, forget the last 7 years of pile I put up with. And then maybe the next 7 years I'm going to put up with a pile because the one player's come through. Listen.
One good player though.
One good player we need, yes. But we don't just need him.
I said to him, he's not going to be he's not going to get us top 4 on his own. He's not. If you United fans are thinking he's going to get top 4 on his own, then yeah. But he could be the pinnacle we need. We need that injection of kind of, we need something.
Say again.
We need it.
He's not going to get you up.
He's not going to get us top 4 alone. Well, it's an outside chance, isn't it? 5 points behind.
Are you kidding me? Let me tell you something now. You know what's the difference between us being in 14th and us being in 5th?
I know.
4 points, pal.
Southampton are right behind us.
Listen,
Southampton Football Club.
4 points, my friend. Do not get this twisted about us being 5th is a thing. Listen, we've lost 5 games in January. Why? Because we've had players injured, right? we've had players injured.
Yeah.
If these players were fit and Oli was coming out with these tactics and playing it like this way, if Man United players kept fit majority of the season and we were battling, I would say, you know what, Oli's not good enough because the players are fit. Yeah. It's just him and his coaching staff can't get the best out of them. But throughout all of this 6, 7, 8 months, he's had to deal with this player going out, that player getting injured, and now it's all about 3 midfielders out, 2 midfielders out, and who?
Yeah.
And Rashford out, who's been our most productive player
now
this
you've
season.
seen it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
so let's not get it twisted. So all this form and all that,
okay.
you're making me laugh, mate.
Let's get the negatives out of the way. Let's get all the perspective and all that. Bruno Fernandes, what's he going to bring to United? Well, where's he going to fit in?
What makes I've been thinking about. So you know, I got people everywhere, man. I got people in Portugal.
Got your contacts.
I got people in Portugal. I got people everywhere, mate. International.
Why you international, mate? Yeah, the guys.
Listen, it's not about me getting something done, mate. What I've asked him is that has he got the temperament and does he have the strength to work to fight in
battle in the league as well?
In an English football. You could have said that against Kagawa. Kagawa might have. Mkhitaryan might have said he might not be able to.
Mkhitaryan was a big miss.
Yeah. Kagawa maybe not have done so. The players that play in that kind of number 8, he can play at number 8, he can play as attacking midfield, they can play in a 3. So he's versatile and flexible.
Yeah.
For Sporting Lisbon, he played mainly like as when they play in a 3.
It's a mixture of a 10 and a kind of a midfield 3.
Yeah, he plays on the right hand side, like in a 3.
Yeah.
And he's got tenacity, he's got energy, he's up and that. Like he said, he's a captain. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So
that would set him in good stead. But playing in the Portugal league. Yeah. Playing in the Prem, lad.
And you have to differentiate them both.
Let's not get it twisted, pal. Let's not get it twisted.
Portuguese league, you have the ball. You do your technical business.
Portuguese league, you get space. You get time. Yeah. Here, mate, no time, no space. Good night, Vienna, mate.
You'll have, like, you know, MacArthur from Crystal Palace clipping at your heels.
Listen, everybody, mate. Listen, the Premier League is run and hustle Premier League, mate. That's the league. Run and hustle league, mate. That's what it is. So
can he adapt, Doctor?
No, I think he can adapt. I just wish Pogba was fit, McTominay was fit, so he can be like changed and brought into the games and then taken. Do you know?
But now he's going to be seen as a saviour now. You know what I mean? You could argue Wolves is brought in straight into Wolves game.
That's too much pressure. Well, he's fit in it. He's played most seasons.
Yeah, that's what. So Frank said that to me yesterday. He's fit to go in straight away because he's played. What last game was a couple of days ago? Tuesday. Yeah. So. Why not the case to say, you know what, let's start him in, you know what I mean, in a kind of a... Would you play him in the hole, or would you play him now because Matic is out, playing the number 10? I mean, in the base of a midfield.
No, I think for me, you would test it out and see him, Fred and Pereira at this moment in time, because Pereira can help Fred with defensive work and a bit of the pressing. So just try him in a 3. Yeah. Try him in a 3, because Matic has obviously got, you know, double yellow. That's a silly yellow.
We'll come back to that in a bit. Silly yellow.
So we definitely need him to be in there, because I can't see playing Mata or Lingard after their performances. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, so for me, he's got tenacity, he's got energy, but he ain't gonna be your Superman. He ain't gonna come on with a magic wand and to save it.
Like you said about Harry Maguire.
Exactly the same, mate.
Harry Maguire.
And you're going out.
Listen, did you see the tackle yesterday? Oh my Are you just gonna be blinded by that? You had your glasses and you thought, no. I didn't see that.
It was a decent challenge. Come on, let me tell you, Sterling. This is Juan Bissaka slapped Sterling up, mate. Put him in his pocket, got him out, put him in his top pocket. Yeah. And this is Sterling. And all it was is that he had 3 yards on him, and they played the ball. They played the ball, and you know the thing about it? It's on that 6 yards.
If Sergio Ramos did that, would you be praising him? If Sergio Ramos did that, would you be praising him? Yes or no? If Sergio Ramos did that, yeah.
Right, I'm going to demonstrate here. I don't know if you can see. Here's Sterling. Sterling makes the run. Maguire's here. The goal is here, right? The run, the ball trajectory is going this way. Yeah. It's not going central. No. It's going past this. It's going to the side of the ball. All Maguire did is
get your right timing.
Listen, keep him on his left side, right? Keep him on his left side. What does Sterling want to do all the time? Cut him with his right. Yeah. All he did, the gift that I give credit, is kept him on his left side. Yes. And what he did was, by the time when he was running out of a pitch, and Sterling didn't know what was going on because he was running out of pitch. All he did is kick the ball into touch. And you're telling me
that's top class defending. I mean, that's world class defending, that man.
Let me tell you, you know what top class defending is? Wan-Bissaka in the last game we beat them in the league.
Yes, I know that.
Following him in the area, following him, not making a tackle, waiting. When he's about to pull the trigger, bang, getting it there. On this here, Sterling is not even set to shoot. He's just running. They're both sprinting.
Yeah, but he's on an angle where he's got you on toast.
No,
he's got you on the bread.
You watched
He's got you on a knife edge.
No, he hasn't. He has. If he was in front of him, that's a different. And then he recovered. But they were running side by side.
No, and Maguire's not the fastest as well. You said Maguire's not the fastest. Not, so you got to commend him for that, surely.
Sterling's run began 5 yards.
Listen, man. Respect the guy, man.
When De Bruyne plays the ball, he's 10 yards.
And then when he lost the ball to get
Are you kidding me?
Did you see the way he
Saeed, that's a joke. Saeed, that's a joke.
Why?
That's a joke.
Why?
I cannot believe you're coming on here now. Did you see what David Silva did? David Silva must be on 300 grand.
He got pressured by the defender.
No, are you kidding?
He got pressured.
Oh, most of you don't know. Please go find that clip. Harry Maguire gets pressed by Aguero. My guy, literally, I asked him, you know what, at that time,
play that
stop
for the
game.
back.
I would have been timeout. Check his shorts. Brown stains, but he literally shot himself there and then.
Yeah, but play that for the back.
Let me tell you.
No.
You know what I mean? Come back, listen.
You know what I mean? You're showing your
Let me make my point. Risk taking.
Is that what you don't want for the centre back?
Rule 1-on-1. You know what they say of defending when you're a centre half? Never from out pass the ball inside unless to a goalkeeper. He literally puts the ball on the 6 yards, dead central. David Silva grabs the ball and says, I'll think about my bonus. Where's Aguero? Instead of tapping it, look, when the ball came to him, all I had to do is tap it to the corner. It's a goal.
No, I think you got to respect him.
Are you kidding me?
Because at the end of the day, you had
to.
Do you want Phil Johnson to just kick it out then?
Let me tell you, are you kidding?
It's a new way of playing football.
That was the biggest let-off.
It was a let-off. I agree with you, though. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Listen, players' position might have changed. Different kind of tactics. That was an absolute Garrett. You know what that was? The assist of the season. I'm telling you now. From Harry Maguire to David Silva, it would have been like, hey mate, I know you're leaving, but here's another derby goal for you before you leave this season, before you get off, mate, before your retirement.
I don't David Silva, what is he doing? Like, what are you doing?
Are you kidding me? Top mid, he had options. He had the time. Nobody's near him. He had time to pick bottom corner, right side, left side, top, left, right. Do it all. Chip.
What you want.
Dink it. He had all the time and he thought, oh, that's a 300 grand bonus, assist bonus. Where is that? Aguero, where are you?
Where are you? Top Premier League striker.
That's what made that joke. So go back to Bruno Fernandes. Yeah. Bruno Fernandes has got the attributes and the capability to be, but he's not going to get the time and space that he'd got in Portuguese league. That's the only thing I'm saying to you. But can he improve? Is he a player?
Can Ollie improve him as well?
Listen, is he a player on the up? Is he a player on the up? Can he move the ball when we've got a lot of pace, especially in the counter attacking? Can he transition that ball through quickly? Yes. Do we need to get the ball to him quickly? Do we need players who's going to play with him? It's about
We've got the perfect
Bruno
balance.
Fernandes ain't no MMA fighter. He can't go on that pitch and fight against 11
He needs to have the right balance around him.
He has to have the right balance around him, and he has to have people who kind of like.
What about if you play a Matic? No, that's not right. Fred, Mato, Fernandes. That quick football, quick, indecisive, quick. You know what?
Quick football.
It is quick football.
What's the last time you seen Matt play quick?
No, but in the ball. In terms of the ball.
On the ball, but without the ball, we're getting nervous. Without the ball. No. It's curtains, mate. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. But it's a wrap. Anyway,
do we need? Apart from that, you know what I mean? We're looking at one day transfer window.
Are you kidding me?
Are we getting anyone else?
Are you kidding me? Dele Dalli, structurally fucked FC, mate. That's who we are, mate.
Well, Ollie Gonçalves spoke to me. He goes, I need a striker, you know, who's gonna, what's it called? Gonna be, you know, he wants
break his nose.
Break his nose. And whatnot.
I don't know.
Can we not get a striker in there?
Who?
Well, looking at Cavani. Mortis has gone 5 million, apparently.
Listen, where's going Chelsea?
Salamani.
Yo, pick up Salamani, man. I know some of you.
He did well in the Algerian.
Yo, my guy's got some headers. I'm sure he's got a hat trick for Leicester once. You know what I mean? So them man.
Diego Costa.
Yo, now we're talking.
Well, apparently today that's what's been touted. That's the latest rumour.
That guy.
Did you take Diego Costa?
He's the original hustler, mate. That guy ended Premier League defenders' careers, mate. That guy is called the career ender. Even though he is now towards the twilight of his.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's about 32, 33.
Nah, he's getting a bit older now. So the man's like 60. You know what I mean?
The real age.
Yeah, he's 60. But he's a guy who can play. He's a player I've looked at and thought, you know what? If he played for my team, we would love him. He's got that Man United, even with his red cards and all his madness. He's a guy who just got it in him. And I think maybe re-energize, coming back to the Premier League, re-energize. We might have to take him because at this moment in time, it's what? How many hours left?
Well, I think there's about. Well, this is going to be filmed tonight, so it's Thursday today. So this will be out Thursday. So it'll be a 1 day, 24 hours.
I doubt even.
But with Bruno Fernandes on, would that be enough to get top 4?
Machines and all that these days in Spain.
But with 24 hours to go, would that be enough to get top 4, Bruno Fernandes?
That's your opening joke on the stage, mate. That as a comedian side. You're not just a straitjacket, you're also a part-time comedian. You're asking me these things. No chance. No chance.
Literally no chance.
Listen, are you kidding me? We're 5th and there's 4 points separated from 14th. If we get... Listen, this is a big game. Wolves are coming to batter us, mate. Without having a proper midfield, we're begging on Bruno Fernandes, who's never kicked a ball in the Premier League, mate, to be our saviour. 70,000 people are going to that stadium on Saturday thinking, yes, Moreno, we've got him. No, listen, do not get this twisted, mate. This guy we should not be putting that amount of pressure on him. He needs time to readjust. The only good thing is after this game, we've got 2 weeks off, don't we?
Yeah.
2 weeks, and then he can recuperate, and then he can get up to the levels of fitness. He can get up to the level of speed, and then he can watch the tape, how the coaching staff might, the likes of Carrick, your boy Carrick, McKenna and
no, not now.
Well, anyway, those guys, the way they want him, what they want him, because you can't buy a player and not have a plan. There's got to be a plan. How you want him to fit in this team. So that's what it would be. But I'll ask you the same question. Do you think we're going to make the top 4?
I think with Bruno Fernandes, I said it's not going to give you top 4, but he'll give you a boost for top 4.
Well,
he'll give you a kind of boost.
We need a boost regardless. We need a boost regardless.
So for you, you're thinking this will be it for United. Done business.
Are you kidding me?
One transfer.
Listen, if it wasn't
for you, is that a shame? You know,
are you ashamed? What did I just say to you? I've had to put up with this 7 years of this one. I'll go over again. We've let go of 9 players now since Ollie's got in.
Very damaged.
Right? We've signed 4. Yeah. Now 9 and 4. There's 5 missing, lad.
5 missing, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Your boy Ollie.
No, it's not. Listen, Ollie is not in charge.
Lukaku was sold in March. Lukaku sold Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's leaving in March. And Herrera wanted to leave on his own will.
Not on his own will. The club had him on a 5-year contract that was 70 grand. And everybody else in the team was getting paid more than him.
But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said, I don't want him.
No, he didn't want him.
I don't think he fighting for him.
Saeed.
Because he said no, What did he say in this conference? What did he say in this conference?
Saeed, you know what?
Did you hear this conference?
Saeed, you're doing a revisionist history.
No, but what did he do in this conference?
Did you hear this conference? So you're telling me as well, you're telling me Ollie did the same and then signed Smalling and Jones into 5. No. Don't get this twisted.
No, I'm not saying this to yours.
You don't have to trust my words.
But he did not sell them all the players. He sold them for a reason.
He didn't.
Lukaku, he sold him. Sanchez, he wants it back now. What do you want it back for?
Listen, he's taking that. That's his trolling people like you.
It's not trolling, he means it.
Did you see the way he said it? That was the last thing he said in the press conference. And he got up and went like that.
Come on.
He's going to
You can't defend that comments.
Oh, listen.
You can't defend the
I said it again. The guy's been coming out and trolling us, taking pressure from the players onto himself.
Why would you say that about Sanchez though? You're saying that he don't fit the right system and the way we're going to play, but then you sell Alex Sanchez. You sell Herrera, who could have fitted that system. Let's be honest.
Listen, there's a revisionist history going on here.
Let's be real out here though.
Listen, Ollie's not the guy who got rid of Herrera. Ollie's not the guy who put Smalling and Jones on 5-year contracts.
Smalling let him go.
Listen, no.
And you're saying Harry Maguire's not good. Listen, he let Smalling go.
Listen, Smalling asked him, am I going to be playing first team? You just signed a guy.
Phil Jones.
Listen, no, not Phil Jones. He said our first team. He's just signed a guy for 80 million. Yeah, and is he going to tell him to sit on the bench?
No, but
I should have...
Lindelof should have said, you know what, you're fighting it out for that position.
You know what? And you know what? Smalling didn't. Smalling was like, you know what? I fancy a bit of Rome.
Are you sure that happened?
Listen,
are you sure?
Listen, Saeed, I'll say this to you again and again. You don't have to trust me. Andy Mitten is a well-connected journalist, right? Who's a diehard Man United supporter.
Yeah.
His words, when he sat down face to face with Woodward's like, oh, I don't do anything. I've got nothing to do with transfers. I let the other guys get on with it. They just come to me when they want to check. Was the biggest lie ever. The biggest lie ever. I'll tell you how much he's involved in it. Last season, season before that, when he wanted to go Martial, because obviously Martial was getting dropped, and basically Jose was trying to get him out of the club.
Yeah.
Martial and his agent were like, right, we're going, see you later, right? People at Woodward were like, no, Herrera can go, you're staying. Pogba's not allowed to go, you're staying. Because you know why? These guys are social media guys. They're young enough guys, you can market them. Anybody you can't market, Woodward does not want to know about it. Get this into your head.
Your manager? Where's your manager? You're a manager though.
Listen, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Where's your stamp in your authority?
Let me tell you, you know what stamp of authority? Jose tried to stamp his authority, good night. Van Gaal tried to stamp his authority, good night. David Moyes, regardless...
So you're going to be a puppet then?
Listen, are you kidding me? Every manager who goes, when a banker controls the footballing decisions...
Yeah, but you're a legend of the football club.
Listen,
you have to have the... You should be the first person to say, come on, saying, you know what?
No,
this is not good enough.
No.
For your own self, as a fan, he said he's a fan, isn't
Listen, he's not going to come out and say that.
Why
Because
though?
Jose, the guy Jose before him was saying all of that. If Jose was all nice and nicety, he would have come out and said, you know what? Ollie, to me, I was even shocked that he put pressure on the club. As soon as McTominay got injured and Rashford, it was like, we need players. I need players because the players are running and they're running out of energy. Do you know what I mean? They're running themselves to the ground.
But
and
you sell Sanchez. You sell Sanchez.
Listen, he didn't sell Sanchez.
You sell Sanchez
No,
and you said
good night,
Vienna. You said good night, Vienna.
Good night, Vienna. Revisionist history.
No, but good night, Vienna, you said to him.
Good night, Vienna.
And then you said to him,
who said good night, Vienna to themselves? You know who said good night, Vienna? Lukaku said it himself a year ago. He goes, no. Have you heard the latest news?
No, I've heard the latest news.
Have you heard
the latest news says March.
No, have you heard the quotes from Lukaku?
Well, say it.
He wanted a year before he wanted to get out of Man United.
I don't know.
Look it up. Listen, that's
a year maybe saying, you know, slightly I want to leave. You know,
are you kidding me? You know what he said? It was a hell place, mate. He couldn't wait to get out of there. That's why my guy,
even when Mourinho was there, I don't think
are you kidding me? Of course he did. Under Mourinho, he did.
Nah,
you know what he kept saying?
Mourinho was
you know what he kept saying? I want to play in Italy, Serie A. I really like Serie A. He left. Listen, this is how bad it was. He was like, these American guys. He left Riola to get to these American guys to go. Please get me a move to Italy. Get me a move to Italy. I want to go to Italy.
So you don't think Sanchez would have said that? Would not said that.
Sanchez was like, I do not want to stay here because my guy, again, same thing he was been accused of at Arsenal. My guy was sitting in the corner there playing with his playing on his phone and that's what he was doing.
Again, not part of the culture, but not part of the culture of the football club. All the other social said not part of the culture of the football club. And now he's saying...
Yeah, because the guy sitting in the corner, he's not even chilling with the likes of Rojo and these guys.
Yeah, but again...
These Latin American guys...
Rojo, by the way, shout out to you, by the way. He's gone to Estudiantes, wherever that is.
He's on loan.
In Argentina, on loan. Good luck wherever you are.
I don't know who's going to pay his wages, by the way.
Well, they're damn right the best pay, you know what I mean?
I can't imagine...
He's on what?
Estudiantes. I'm sorry, but the last thing I checked, Estudiantes don't pay that kind of wages. There's nobody getting paid the kind of wages that he's getting paid.
Charity, aren't we? Bloody hell, man. This club is a mess. But for me, going back to Sanchez, yeah, I just feel like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, when you're a there's a puppet, yeah, and there's always
every manager's a puppet. Fergie was a puppet. So what the hell are you talking about?
Fergie had his own right to be a puppet.
Fergie was a puppet.
In his own right.
And look how many trophies Fergie's won.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Fergie would come out and say,
that's why I'm saying he demanded that
success. There's no value in the market. There's no value in the market.
He had the right to say that because of the trophies he won.
Yes. But what I'm trying to say to you,
do you think you are?
if Fergie is a puppet, what do you think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to be?
Why should he be a puppet when you've not won anything? Has he won anything?
Oh my God!
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, what have you won?
Saeed, I'm gonna. You know what?
What right have you got?
Saeed, listen. Saeed,
do you not want to get the fans on board? Do you not want us to get on board?
Listen, Saeed. Let me listen to you. What you just said to me, I'm gonna break it down. The more client you have as a football manager, the more trophies that you've won, the more you can come out and speak against the board or the owners. That is always been. That's why Jose Mourinho come out and spoke against Woodward and spoke against the... Back in the day, it was all nice.
Yeah.
Then he threatened to go to Paris Saint-Germain. We all know it. Then he bullied them that badly because he's Jose Mourinho. He's like, oh, I can go to France. My son likes going to France. I know these things. Let me break it down for you, lad.
Wow.
Instead of coming in here telling me comedian tactics, coming out with one-liners, listen down, and he's begging behind closed doors. Listen, he's begging him saying...
He's come in and said what he wanted before he came in. And that's what you call a proper...
Saeed, he's not come out in public. Saeed, you know what he came out and said? You know what he came out and said when they asked him?
He's done it before he's come in the job.
Do you know what they asked him when they came asking about transfer? I watched when he's taking the mick out of us saying, is Bruno there? The journalists are asking him, why is he talking about Man United to deflect about Tottenham transfer policy? He's not come out and demanded Ferguson. Historically, one of the greatest managers in history.
He defended the Glazers for a reason, though.
Listen, Fergie was protecting the Glazers because the Glazers stayed away from the footballing side. David Gill was there. Him and David Gill. Fergie was the footballing director, head of recruitment. He did it all. But at the end of the day, they went to splash the cash. And Fergie, if Fergie would have come out and said, the club needs to spend money, they would have had to money. Because when Fergie come out and said, Rooney wants to leave, and I don't know what's happened to the boy, and the boy wants to leave. What did the Glazers do? Made Rooney the highest paid player.
I get that, and I hear you.
So don't
Fergie backed it up with trophies. Fergie backed it up with his overall.
As a new manager,
you should not be saying all this.
As a new manager, you have zero clout. You have zero.
And you won't be when you finish here.
Listen,
let's get that right. And you won't be when you finish here. So why don't you come out and say, you know what? You'll be a bigger man. You'll be just to end this, yeah. You'll be a bigger man, yeah. To say, you know what? We should be signing signings. The way the football club is run now, it's not good at the minute. You know what I mean? Certain things at the football club, I wanted Sanchez to leave because you know what? It wasn't good enough for this football club. You don't come out and say, you know what? Role reverse that. Sanchez, he'll show all you why it should be good next season. It's all he's coming out with is this nonsense. And I respect you for you more if you come out and say the right stuff that we want to hear. I don't want to be hearing all this bullshit. Why not, man? I've had enough of this guy, man.
Saeed,
I've had enough, man.
One thing I would say, Ollie got a social, hate him or love him, lives in your head, rent-free, lad.
No. I don't have that time, man.
He lives in your head, mate. You might have turned him off, but you know what? Every word is like a bullet.
Mute now. No. It's on mute now. Are they going to social on mute now?
Forget about you wearing a straight jacket. I'm not sure you're wearing a blue vest from Ollie's bullets, mate. Ollie's bullets.
I'm not gonna sunshine, man. I'm done with you, man. I'm done, man. Listen, let's talk about last night, man.
I wasn't there. You went to the game. Talk to me.
Well, I thought after the first goal, I thought it looked. You know what? The goal surprised us really. Matic, the goal surprised us. I thought, you know what I mean. I just thought we lacked belief. We lacked real quality to win the game against City. I thought we had it enough to maybe get a goal, but we didn't really have enough to get 2 goals. And I thought. Lingard, anonymous again. You know what I mean? You might as well give him that Miss Anonymous. Where is it today? You might as well get that out. Martial, I thought we'll touch on Martial in a bit.
The mask.
You know what I mean? I feel like Martial needs to be talked about in a minute. I just thought overall we lacked enough. I don't know if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer went for it and said, you know what? Let's not get a hiding here.
Of course.
Yeah. Let's not get a hiding. But let's get the 1-0.
He came with a plan.
I thought he came with a plan to get the 1-0 and say, you know what? We've won the game, let's go. Because he's now got two wins against Pep Guardiola.
Listen, he's been battered 5 games in January, mate. 5 games he's lost.
So in reality, when you look at it like that,
he's not going to come to. He's not going to.
In reality, when you say that, what does that mean?
He's not going to come. He hasn't got the players to hurt City. If Rashford was playing last night,
yeah.
If Pogba or McTominay's playing last night,
I think it would be a different game.
Yeah, it's a different game. It's a totally different game because they're then worried defensively about our threats.
Yeah.
They're not worried about our threats when we've got Martial up front by himself, right? Alone, isolated. We're going to come to it in a minute.
Yeah.
Isolated, right? With any creativity, lackluster creativity. I only watch the highlights. I've not watched the whole of the game. So my opinion is that people who've been to the game or watched the game on television, the whole full 90 minutes, have a superior opinion than I do because I've only just gauged it from highlights. From what I've seen from highlights, we kept a good shape. Yeah. We at times where we needed to go do the low block, we did the low block. We gave them the ball. Yeah. We at times where we met them, we pressed in the right areas and met them all the halfway line. I thought Matic probably had his best game.
I thought best game. Tell you what he did.
Best game. Then I've got cousins and people who are big critics of Matic as well.
But he had a good game yesterday.
And they were at the game yesterday and they were like, you know what? Matic was one of your best players. Yeah, these are like diehard City fans. You know what I mean? Who call him the lamppost. They think he's crap anyway. But anyway.
You sure I not told him that?
Listen, no, that's everybody can. That's an easy nickname to call. But that's what I heard. But I have not fully watched the game. And of course we're not going to get embarrassed because there's always under pressure because if he was to lose against City, we got hammered against City, embarrassed again, and then we would have got whacked by Wolves on Saturday. It's got to be curtains. It's regardless how much I think. Listen,
it would have been, sorry.
Listen, any Man United manager, regardless how much the board and the club say to you, oh, we're behind you, and we know that they come out with all that. They backed Moyes and then they sacked him on an email, was it on an email or a text message?
Yeah,
they got rid of Van Gaal when he's had the cup, literally had the FA Cup right there, right, and they sacked him. So the skullduggery of that Woodward is not. You know what I mean? And he's not had the best of weeks. Let's not.
Well, we'll talk about that in a minute again.
But he's not had the best of weeks, has he? So, for me, he had to. Ollie had to go there with that tactics, and you always accused him of not having a game plan.
Yeah.
He had a game plan. He stopped Man City. Obviously, yes, De Gea had made fantastic saves. We were lucky with some of the goals, some of the offsides, because 1 or 2 of them were really tight.
Yeah, yeah.
But to go and win at the Etihad, and I stress it, the Etihad, you need things to go for you. And I thought last night they were going to go for you. But when we needed a second goal, we didn't have the creativity. We don't have the creativity in the midfield. We don't have the attacking impetus.
How bad was that though yesterday?
I mean, I've only what I've seen is some of his touches, but I've seen.
Is this the end of the road for him?
What more I've seen is that him getting shouted at by Ollie. When people are like, "Ooh," people are like, "You going? Ollie's never having a go at the players."
Well, we've seen it there today.
Well, not even that. You've seen him 3 games ago against on Pereira as well, pulling him off.
He's had enough as well. He's had enough of these lot.
Listen, he is. I can only imagine what he's saying behind closed doors. But at the end of the day, I always say, it's very difficult for me to fully judge Ollie. And if I was judging Ollie now, have almost 3 quarters to go, I would say Ollie without the injuries, Ollie with the injuries, with the players playing all fit, I would totally have a totally different lens to judge him on, right? And so I can't fully judge him, but has he made mistakes? Is he learning on the job?
Yeah.
Is he in a weaker position? But because the Glazers are using him to try to get at us. Yeah. But one thing I'm happy about is the fans in the stadium. Let me stress it, in the stadium, I hope they keep the same energy. Whether we sign Bruno Fernandes or we sign 10 players, keep the same energy until the structure of our club is fixed and a banker is no longer in charge of the footballing matters in our club.
Take it to the extremes of what happened the other night.
I mean, to me, it's
divided opinion. I didn't expect this. A lot of people have come out, Gary Lineker and all these media journalists, they've come out, they've absolutely condemned, you know.
Yeah, listen, any type of violence, listen.
They haven't, you know what I mean, they've commented, they said to, you know what, but I think now, there's a lot of fans out there saying, oh, you know what, he deserves it.
Nah,
I mean,
listen,
that has no space in football. No. You can say what you want about Woodward, and I can say what I want, and nobody's got his opinion, but you don't go to someone's family's house, you know what I mean?
Nah,
that's the low, man.
You don't.
You know what I mean? And that, for me now, I don't know if he's got one up now on us now because of the fact that
emotionally, yeah. I mean, obviously now he's getting, and that's why the conspiracy theories are going around.
What about Neil Ashton?
No, I've Neil Ashton and the son being there. But to me, I understand so let me give you my perspective properly. I understand that I actually believe that these guys went and did it, right? The idea that the Sun journalist is there with them, taking photos and footage while they're doing it. I find that really weird and strange. Even though that it's been, I've made a couple of calls and people are telling me actually they wanted this to get exposure.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm hearing. Like I said, nobody's 100% was there. I've not spoke to anybody that was there.
Who would want to get arrested?
But listen, some of these guys are like, some of them don't care. By the way, they don't care to get arrested, right? But on one side, yes, from what I'm hearing, I've not spoke to anybody who was there. I spoke to people who were there or who know the guys that were there, right? Yeah. That's what I've spoken to. What they said is that they went there, the journalist was embedded, which is weird. Really, I find that really weird, right? Because fans doing something and they invite, oh yeah, we're going to go and try to burn somebody's house. I know they're not burning, but they're
fireworks.
Those kind of things can start fires, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, those things can start fires. So that's a bit, and that's why that then played off, that then sent Twitter into a meltdown. Conspiracy theory, this was all a setup. I understand why people would think this was a setup and why we think this is a conspiracy.
But the bottom line is...
But I can only go, why am I? I'm the historical perspective guy on this channel, right?
And now we need it more than ever.
Right, let me bring it historically, right? United fans, I've gone up to, I know guys personally, I know who they are, and I know them like I know you, who were part of a team of about 30 men who went to Wayne Rooney's house and literally on the CCTV doing this. If you sign for City, doing this to Rooney, surrounded Rooney's house. You know, he's got big house, gated. They're like that on the cameras, banging, making a lot of ruckus. I also know people who went around to Rio Ferdinand's house
when he was struggling.
When Rio Ferdinand refused to sign, Rio Ferdinand wanted a bit more wages, right? Sorry guys, my glasses are a bit broke, that's why I'm feeling, you know? Anyway, Rio Ferdinand refused to sign the contract because he wanted more money. He wanted more money because he wanted to stay. He wanted to basically almost kind of commit his long-term future to Man United, but he wanted to say, you know what, you have to pay me right.
Yeah.
Peter Kenyon at that time was our CEO. Peter Kenyon then left to become Chelsea's CEO.
Yeah. Peter
Kenyon, Rio Ferdinand, and Rio Ferdinand's agent were pictured in a restaurant, a bar in London. I think it was in Manchester or London. I don't know. I think it might have been in London.
That sent shockwaves.
Yeah. Anyway, boom. That was all a massive setup. Rio Ferdinand was never leaving Man United. His agent just set it all up, and then rang Ferdinand. Obviously, Ferdinand is not the only player he's got. Rang Ferdinand, made sure a son knew or as a paparazzi guy was around to take a photo. Man United fans went into a meltdown. What is he doing? Obviously, Jose just came. You know what I mean? Rio was thinking, everybody's thinking, oh, they need a centre half, Chelsea. That's it. Everybody's like, definitely, 100%. Yeah. Some of the, the media was going crazy saying, that deal is sorted, it's signed.
Yeah.
All of that. Guess what Mans did? Like, again, I know, personally know guys who were part of the team that went around to Rio Ferdinand's house. The thing about Rio Ferdinand, it's a bit of a twist in this. Wayne Rooney never came out. Wayne Rooney rang the police, right? Or his people in the house rang the police.
Yeah.
Rio Ferdinand came out and was like, a bit of a white boy, London boy, innit? From the ends and all that.
Yeah. Come on, then.
He tells a story. Rio Ferdinand gets his baseball bat or just a cricket bat, runs out. What, yo? Like, yo, why you think coming to my house? You think you can come to my house and do this? They're like, sign that. They're like, right onto his face, you better sign that contract. Or else. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rio Ferdinand, this is not just me. This is Rio Ferdinand telling the story. I know what happened because, like I said, I know people who were there. But Rio Ferdinand then signed the contract, and he tells the story. He was like, when I went out there, my heart was pounding. There's all these guys, some of them batted up, all outside my house. And he goes, I had to just bluff them and go in hard. And then make them think, oh, damn. He goes, but you know what? As soon as I turned around, when I came back, I was thinking, they've not hit me, they've not beat me, or they've not decked me. I was like, whoo. I got in my house. So there is a prior history.
Yeah.
There's certain times, certain Man United fans, because listen, Man United fans.
It's a bad taste.
Listen, Man United fans, because we got, don't get it twisted, we got the biggest fan base in this country. And internationally as well. It's a team from this country, right? So let's not get it twisted. So we've got certain section of our fans, I'm sorry to say, take physical action when they come to these things. There are certain elements of hooliganism still exist in our thing.
Yeah.
There's certain, we have fans of we have more women supporting in this country because we have just a lot more fans. We have a lot more disabled fans.
Yeah.
We have a lot more, maybe
big Irish support.
Yeah, massive Irish support in the UK, and some that come over. We've got massive Scandinavian support who come over. Dutch support. We got people, you know what I mean? We've got loads of fans from every kind of demographic, right?
Yeah.
There are a section of United fans that are hardcore. I'm sorry to say, but they're hardcore. And they think the way to do things is the old school way.
But do you not think, do you not do it the right way? And do the 58-minute protest?
No.
The 58-minute walkout, is that not the best way to show something?
No, first of all, I don't agree with the 58 minutes. When you work out, because when you work out the 58 minutes,
I get it.
So you're disrespecting 68 minutes, 78 minutes, 100%. I agree with that, but not.
No, but I think it's changed to 68 minutes.
Yeah, 68 minutes. Yeah, 68 minutes.
But do you not think though, even if it's 58 minutes,
you're disrespecting the people who lost their lives playing for this club. Let's get that right. So for me, 68 minutes. To me, if I got to game on Saturday, I won't walk out 58 minutes. No chance. I'll be 58 minutes. That'll be time.
What if the planned out time is 58 minutes?
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, mate.
Even if you think that,
I'm not doing it.
The Muslim base in their grave, they're probably thinking, you know what, go for it.
I have respect for those people, mate. They died playing for Man United. They've lost their lives.
But they don't look at it and say, you know what, if they want to see what's happening right now, would they not think, you know what, go for it?
No. To me, it's not. Listen, I know when people say that, they go, oh, football's one point in their life. No, those people lost their lives, Saeed. I don't even question your audacity.
No, I'm just putting out a question out there.
You're putting a question out there.
You know, I'm
devil's advocate.
So you're saying not the right time.
Don't put me there, not the right time.
Okay.
No, you can't play devil's advocate with people's lives.
No,
58 minutes.
Yeah.
58 minutes is a time where we mark our respect. Now, like majority of most fans, but next week, I'll be going to Old Trafford in front of that clock like I've done for many years to go and pay my respects to the heritage of Man United. Man United, those of you who are too young to understand, Manchester United will not be Manchester United without the history on the Busby Babes. and also the tragedy that happened, right? The tragedy of what happened in 1958, and I blame solely the blame lies the FA, right, who have never apologised, because Man United were a club that wanted to play in European football, and they didn't want anybody from this country to go and play and take part in European competitions. So they made the rule you had to be back 2 days before your league game in this country. Well, and hence why the pilot.
We don't want to be so blatant.
No, listen, it is blatant, mate. It's blatant.
No, I don't think this
history needs to be told, mate. Facts, truth, justice needs to be told. People need to hear. People need to hear.
Listen, politics out of the way.
It's not politics. It's the FA, mate. It's the FA.
Listen, forget out of the way. But that protest, the walkout, if that was to happen, should it be a United thing? Should it be a thing where everyone needs to be involved?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I mean, also, you have to understand, I said all of that. We also got some of the oldest fans around. Yeah. We've got a massive
Shout out
section.
to Tony, man. You know, we had a debate today.
No, listen.
Tomorrow.
Tony's not that old, mate. I'm talking about real pensioners here, mate.
Yeah,
walking
We've got
so if some of them can't be asked getting up and then coming back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're walking out. Like I said, I respect every Man United supporter to do what they think is best for them. I'm not here to tell them. I'm only here to inform some of the people about the history and the context of this club. Like I said, those guys did what they did, it presented, but on behalf of myself, and I'm sure Saeed, we do not condone any violence against anybody, let alone anybody's house or family going and visiting.
We have to do it the right way. We are United, man.
You know what, I tweeted, I said I hate Woodward. And people are like, oh, hate is a strong word. I'm like, nah, I hate Woodward. Yeah. Woodward has made sure, with what he's been doing in the past 7 years, right, it's destroyed the football club. And we are toxic FC, mate. We are dilly-dally FC, toxic FC, no structure FC, mate. That's who we are. So when I say I hate him, do I mean I hate him to go and causing violence? No, you can hate somebody without having to physically put violence on them, be putting my hands on them, or putting his hands on his house. But I hate him. I dislike him severely. I hate him. Yes, that is, and I'm proud to say that. And I'll be singing that. Get out, Glazers. Get out, Woodward. When I go to the game, next game I go to, I will be singing that to the top of my lungs.
But not that other song though.
No, I'm not wishing, listen, I'm not wishing death on no one, because that's not the way I've been brought up, right? And I don't wish death on no one. Yeah. But that's just me, that's my values. Not just because of the way our family, the way you've been brought up. You know, I grew up in a local area where you don't do that. You don't wish death on people. No. But anyway, Mancunians, naturally, we don't do that. We wish good things on you. We don't wish death on you unless you're a City fan or a Liverpool fan. Then you know what I mean. I mean, like that. Talk about coming up to the anniversary of the Munich disaster. Those City fans and those United fans.
Minority. Let's get that straight.
Yeah, it's a minority. But those muppets now.
They should be banned from football now. Yeah, people
have got cameras now, and you got caught. So you think you're doing with your playing signals and all that?
It'll happen every single year. Because
it's disgraceful.
You know what it is with football fans? We never know what the fine line is. Let's have our banter, yeah. Let's have our, you know what I mean. Let's sing songs about each other that say, oh, we've won out 5 times, we've won it 5 times. You know what Liverpool sing? 6 times, sorry. But let's just keep it. When you start doing all, but let's keep it to a level where it's amicable. You know what I mean?
No. Listen.
But I know it. But the problem is, I hate it when there's involved where you start doing the racist chants, the homophobic chants. You start bringing all these fat, the airplanes and all that. For me, it's no space in that football. And I will leave it at that. But Wolves coming up on Saturday, massive game. I call it massive 3 points for me. And we've got a big conundrum here. Martial. Yesterday, there was a lot of criticism last night, big criticism. They almost said, if Lingard's getting away with it, how come Martial's getting away with it? And for me, I think that's
Martial's never been getting away with it. Are you kidding?
Exactly. I've been one of his biggest critics.
I had to sit on Martial FC, mate. Chairman, director, general, everything, mate. It was a one-man bandwagon. Let's get it right.
We're all talking about. But you look at it and you think, you know what? Martial at the minute, he's starved of any career of creativity. You're talking about Jesse Lingard, you're talking about Pereira, you're talking about Kwamba's legs are gone and he can get you at certain moments. He won't be every single game. And right now, that game for me was an awful game for Martial. I gave him a 4 last night on the ratings because of how poor he was last night. But he looks some kind of player for me. I don't think he's a complete number 9. He works in a 2. He works in a left forward. For me, as a number 9 for Manchester United, he does not work in that position.
To be fair,
but he needs people around him that bounce around.
Are you kidding me?
There you go.
Come on. You're starved of oxygen. You're starved of creativity. Rashford needs Martial. Rashford will not have scored all the goals he's scored.
Exactly.
Martial doing a donkey.
He gives him the space.
And also, Martial needs Rashford because then Martial can fill in those holes and get the gaps and link the play.
Yeah.
So this guy's trying to play two positions. Like I said to you, I've come on here and I've criticised Martial.
Yeah,
right?
I've
criticised Martial. I've said today he wasn't up to it. He wasn't energy. He didn't do it. This season, any form of criticism to Martial, I'm absolutely dumbfounded. This season, we've seen a complete change in attitude, complete change. We've seen a guy pressing. He's the first guy to press. First guy to do slide tackles on centre halves and fullbacks.
Yeah.
So the idea that he doesn't work hard, he does all of the...
Is that all saying of work hard? What is work hard?
Everything that's been levelled at him.
If you got no work hard, if you haven't got the quality, what's the point?
Listen,
people do that in the championship.
I told you, this league is work hard FC, man. Work hard Premier League, man. That's what it's called. Work hard Premier League.
The slogan right there.
Work, put a graft, put a shift. Premier
Pay for the badge.
This is our name, aka put a shift. Listen, we like players to put a shift in. Like I said to you, I understand that because that's the British culture of football. So I do agree. But when you put a shift in, you have to have the quality. Yeah. We can have to play a great tribute to the late, great Kobe Bryant. Late Kobe Bryant is why did he transcend sports? R.I.P. man, rest in peace, and also rest in peace to all of the people that were on the were on the helicopters. You know what I mean? All of the helicopters, because some of the people, one was with a daughter, a guy, dad was with his, I think maybe his missus and his daughter. So everybody that it was a tragic, really tragic accident.
Sporting icon, man.
Yeah, he was a sporting icon. Why? Why was Kobe Bryant a sporting icon? Kobe Bryant had amounts of talent, but he was work hard FC, mate. He had a talent. He
had the balance stuff.
And no, trust me, he had the most quality, but nobody ever knows in basketball to train like that guy. That guy trained so hard.
I remember his story when he said when he lost. And the next day he was like, I'm back in the training. I'm there.
Are you kidding me? That guy, every morning he would get up and do an hour just by himself. Nobody an hour by himself. He would come against there's a story when he came against Iverson. Iverson, he had all the technique. He was like a street basketballer who played in the NBA. Actually got robbed that the day apparently. Well, last night it was, or the night before. Was it last night he got robbed? Or yesterday I think he got robbed. Somebody picked up his jewellery. That's how much they love him. I think he was in Philly or some place where he was in. Everything got back to him, mate.
Wow.
That's how he's loved, mate. Great player. Anyway,
go back to Martial.
No, I'm just saying about Kobe. Kobe was the kind of guy, he got street ballers to come to over them so he can practice with them. So I'm saying to you, there's nothing wrong working hard. But if the quality's in there, working hard alone ain't going to do you jack. Now, Martial, I would criticise him, I think, there's some games, because he's got that resting bitch face, I'm sorry. He's just, some people have got that energy. Berbatov was the same. They look like they've not broken a sweat. They just look like that. They look like they just get the ball and do what they have to do. The chances, I think this has been brewing, right? So
very, very much.
Why has it been brewing? Because he, against our biggest rivals, Liverpool, he created the one chance himself and he missed. Now, that was a shock to all of us because
in that position,
listen, and that's what he had to create that by himself. Hold on to the ball and allow wide space. Make sure Pereira and that can play the 1-2 quickly, then get in there. Now, against the Burnley game, he had another chance. He missed them both, right? So coming into the City game, this is in the back of fans' minds. Martial, his miss son. In this game, did he have one chance in this game?
Well,
no. He didn't have one chance. He didn't even have a chance.
No.
You would have sat here and told me, oh yeah, I was there. He missed that chance.
He's got no respect. He's got basic Ruiner, right? His game is not up there.
Nah, he's not. He's an 18-year-old. He's an 18-year-old in the game.
So you're trying to say to him,
no.
He's not in the best environment.
Who's behind him?
No,
one comes off.
No need to be said.
One guy comes on. One guy gets subbed. The other guy comes on exactly the same quality as the next guy.
Let's talk about Wolves.
This is a big game. This is a tough game, mate.
They've got a new signing from Portugal again. Another signing from Portugal.
Well, you know, I think
that Nuno guy, man.
And they've got other people on loan as well.
Yeah.
So they've got.
You know what, man? It'll be a different game to the
massively.
The one against the FA Cup.
Massively.
I think you know what, man.
They're coming for us, mate. Do not get this twisted. They're coming for us. I'm reading or I'm saying that most likely they've got maybe almost a fully fit squad. They've getting players back.
Would you like have to pay 5 at the gap again?
They're coming for a revenge.
You don't have to pay 5 at the back again.
I don't know if we try to mirror them because I don't know how. Do we play with 5?
They play 5, yeah.
How do we play? We play with 4.
did we play with 4?
The only thing I think is Charo is still injured. That's the only thing.
He's not, I think he's still there.
He's out.
He's still
playing.
Available. He's available. We'll come on below if he's available or not. But I think it's a game where I think United will rise up. But I think United will rise up to these kind of games because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer always has an answer to these kind of games. It's when the game where you have an onus to win. I feel like with this game it'll be box to box. You attack, we attack.
I don't think so. I think they're going to set traps for us again. I think they're going to come with that midfield that we talked about. Especially Matic had a decent game second half.
You know what? For a change, I'm starting to think his match is going to be a big miss for that game.
Of course, because he played better in the second half. What I liked about him last night and the highlights that I've seen. Listen. What I liked about him last night was that he released the ball at the right times. He wasn't running to dark alleys. He was playing one-touch football and moving the ball and getting into position.
Can Pereira cope in that midfield? In a midfield too with Fred.
With Fred, I don't know. Bruno Fernandes.
Neves. Well, is that the game for Bruno Fernandes then now to come straight in?
Yeah, well, I think it is because we don't have the numbers. Unless you're going to play Phil Jones as a holding midfielder.
Chill. I know Pro Rules Day's coming up. I know you're getting excited, but chill.
I'm not getting excited.
What do you reckon then? What's your team-wise for that game? Would you play 5 at the back or?
In this game, unless
Shaw played alright at left centre back.
Unless, he played alright
left centre back.
He did because you don't have to run around.
Okay, and it's not much risk.
He has to stay. I think definitely aspect of the game has to be on us. If they score first, we're dead.
We're dead. Yeah.
So in this game, we have to go on attack. If that means, to me, we have to play whatever formation that will give us more control of the midfield. Yeah. Because they're going to set traps for us, and you know what they're going to do? They're going to counter us, right?
Yeah.
That's what they're going to do. So if we can get, because they'll play their wing backs. If we can match them and maybe put them on the back foot, that might be a thing. But we'll have to control the midfield. Yeah. So if that gives us that answer, then maybe. If not, then just to play 4-3-3. To me, my preferred formation in this team, Man United team, under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and he needs to get back to it. All he needs to get back to it is 4-3-3. Especially now that he got Bruno Fernandes, because he will play and also create at the same time because he can play in the 3. Yeah.
I'm going to go for a 2-1 United win. I think we'll play similar team. I think we'll go for the same team against Man City. Ooh. Barring Matic, I thought Pereira will come in. I feel like we'll play 3 centre-backs because we haven't got the quality. I feel like we'll play Mason Greenwood and Martial up top. And then play our wing-backs as usual. And then you'll have Pereira and Link. And then I think you'll have Mata in the hole. Pereira, Fred, and then you'll have Mason Greenwood, Martial up top.
So no, Bruno doesn't start for you.
Bruno won't start. I don't think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will bring him in that quickly.
The guy's fit. He needs
well, that's why I think I think what we as fans we want him to play. Yeah. But I believe.
Now let's have a look at him. Because you know what, even if you give him a half.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Even if you give him a half.
What are you going for?
I think it could be a draw. Oh, if they score first, they're gonna win.
So. Yeah, so
I mean, I won't bet against Man United because I think regardless, but I just don't think. I looked at that first half. Yeah. In that game, in the cup game.
No.
And we were anonymous FC, mate. And I think we got the goal. We got the goal.
That made a lot of saves.
No, it was Romero.
Romero, sorry.
Yeah, Romero made some good saves. Oh yeah, last
night.
Like, you know, last shout out to De Gea. De Gea had a good game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. Last night, yeah.
But
so you go in.
To me, we have to score first. For Man United to win this game, you have to score first.
That's why.
Because then we can counter them. But if they score first, it's curtains, mate.
There you go, guys. That's been your podcast 48, I believe. Make sure you check out socials for Mr.
That guy, Red Devil, mate. All day, every day. Come with your therapeutic needs. I'm going to put the tweet out there saying that Bruno, I'm not dancing on people's parades. You know, check out Twitter if you want to see my little gift of people, me dancing on Man United.
He's happy. He knows it was all along. It's just that he can't admit that.
No, it's not.
Bruno FC,
listen,
yeah?
The only time.
Bruno. Guys,
I'll let him have this one.
Guys, like the video, subscribe to United Central. And yeah, man, we'll see you for the Wolves game, man. Let me know your comment down below. Are you happy, Bruno Fernandes? Do we need more signings? I think we do to get top 4. Bruno Fernandes not gonna work out. For I'm not gonna lie to you.
Good, Saeed. You're coming back down to earth.
No. Bruno, signs for Man United. Take care, guys. Bye bye. Peace.